Hello everyone. Happy Christmas Eve. This is Vlogmas Day 24. And I'm hoping to have this one up later this afternoon before I go to sleep, because I have a bunch of things I need to do, including getting some scenes filmed for the Christmas Day sort of video vlog music thing that I'm making. I really hope you guys will enjoy it. I'm more making it for some friends of mine, and I'm going to try my best to be adorable. We shall see how this goes, but I'm going to try. Because you never know what you can do until you try, right? Right. Heating up my lunch right now because I'm at work, and I actually work the rest of the week. So after Christmas Day, I probably won't have a vlog, but I'm hoping to have one starting New Year's Day. So it'll be like, because I have to go in to work on New Year's Eve, the last bits of New Year's Eve, I will actually be finishing work New Year's Day, and then because I'm moving back to days, I'm actually going to be trying to shift myself into a day schedule, so we will see how well that goes. I think it's actually going to be easier to transition myself back to being awake during the day than to being asleep during the day, like the reverse, because the third shift struggle was real. It was so real. But I think it's going to change now, and I'm actually really glad for it. I am going to miss the guys on third, though, but I'll get to see them, you know, at the end of their day and the beginning of mine and so on. So it's not like I won't see them at all. Got some projects I'm trying to work on today, trying to get some ducks in a row, and hopefully it'll be quiet enough over the holiday that I can get some work done and not have to worry too much about the alerts. Ding, 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 ding. Hopefully I won't have to worry too much about some of the crazier aspects of my job. I'm having sesame chicken for lunch today because I had to stop and get something. We have not done our grocery shopping yet, mostly because the holiday is going to be crazy. I'm not sure how things are going to work. The evening of Christmas Eve, my husband will be going to spend the holiday with his family. I have to stay home because I have to go to work, but hopefully he will go up and come back safely, and he will come pick me up in the morning, and then we will have our own little Christmas together. That was another thing I need to do today, is I need to go and get his Christmas gift, because like I've had time to do that. But I know what I want to get him, and I hope that he will like it. And there's my food. So I will see you guys later. Vlog within a vlog, vlogception. Hello.
And half of that was my hand on the camera.
Hello everyone. It's a little late in the day for me to be doing this, but need to get to bed. I did end up spending a lot of my morning running last minute holiday errands, including getting my gift for Jason. Wasn't able to get what I wanted, kind of had to do a plan B. Hopefully he likes it. I will be sad panda if he doesn't. But I wanted to talk a little bit about sort of my favorite holiday memories, holiday traditions. I've been trying to talk about this all of Vlogmas, and just kept getting pushed back, but I was reminded of it especially today because when I got home from running all of my errands, Jason had our DVD of the Muppet Christmas Carol in our PlayStation 4 and was playing it, and apparently he's been playing it over and over and over for several days. Not quite sure why, but maybe it reminds him of me and he hasn't got to see me much. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it, but seeing some of the scenes again tonight made me remember the fact that we always, as a family, my family, watched it every holiday season since it came out. And there were a few years I didn't get to spend time with my family, so I didn't get to see it those years. But I've kind of tried to uphold the tradition in a sense that I have tried to watch it with Jason or with friends every year. I actually have my own DVD copy, obviously, because it is a very classic story, and the Muppets are a very classic part of my childhood and childhood of many before me. That was one tradition that I really am going to keep alive, even if I don't have kids of my own. I hope we can keep it going, watch it with my family, watch it with not only my family, but my chosen family. Kind of have that fun laughter and sort of fun little tradition together. I do want to mention that one of the points when Jason was getting ready to leave was kind of a sad point in the movie. It's near the end. If you haven't seen it, you really should. But anyway, I'm reminded of every time my family, during the holidays or not, every time my family would watch a movie and there was like a sad part, my mom and I are exactly the same way. We will tear up. We will cry. And my dad likes to pick on us a little bit about that. He'll call us tender-hearted pork and bean. I don't know why he says that specific phrase. I still haven't figured that out, but he would call my mother and I that whenever we would cry at the sad part of a movie. And of course, because this is a holiday movie, it's the classic, you know, Charles Dickens tale. There are sad parts in it, and Mom and I, every year, we'd watch the movie, we would cry at the same specific spots in the movie. And of course, I'm watching it, you know, having just come home from running my errands, I'm watching these specific scenes, and guess what? I'm tearing up. Hello, my name is Jenny Lee, and I'm a giant sap. Or a tender-hearted pork and bean, whatever you fancy. But I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it means I'm a sensitive soul, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I remember a lot of traditions about baking, so much baking during the holiday season. And we would always make sugar cookies when I was younger. And I loved making the sugar cookies. I remember making the sugar cookies because my mom and my dad would always take over, mostly my dad, would take over the actual baking of the cookies. You know, my brother and I, we would help with cutting them out to a degree, but we weren't very good at it. And I mean, even still, now as an adult, I'm not very good at doing rolled cookies. I also can't make pie crust to save my life, but that's a whole nother rant for a whole nother day. But we would make sugar cookies, and we would make the icing, and my brother and I would decorate them. And I look back now as an adult, and I remember we tended to do a lot more eating than decorating. Oh, messed this one up. I better eat it. Om nom nom nom. I remember when I was 7, my grandfather decided that it was time that I knew Santa Claus wasn't real. That it was my parents playing Santa. And I remember being very sad that he would say that to me. And I kind of, in true family tradition of my mother's side of the family, because this is my maternal grandfather, I refused to believe him. I stubbornly refused to believe him for at least 2 more years. And I was desperate for at least one of those years. I can't remember if it was when I was 8 or when I was 9. I was desperate to prove him wrong. Like, I was going to get some sort of evidence of Santa, and I was going to prove him wrong. And I couldn't do it because my parents knew me well enough to know that at a certain point I would always fall asleep, and that was their opportunity to go and put out the gifts of Santa Claus. But now that I'm older, now that I'm an adult, I know that there isn't a real person, per se, that is Santa Claus. I think the spirit of Santa lives on in many. Decorating the tree was always fun with my family. We had a lot of handmade ornaments, stuff that, you know, made in school. We had a lot of very special ornaments. We had this house, And now I cannot even remember what song it played, but I remember we had this little house ornament, and you pressed the little button on the bottom, and it played a Christmas carol, and I kind of wish I knew what it was now, but I can't remember because I haven't seen that ornament in several years. And maybe my mom knows where it is or knows what it is, but I remembered wanting to hit the button on that house all the time. I remember putting icicles, like the loose tinsel icicles on the tree, and we loved doing it because it was fun to put it on the tree. It looked really festive and really pretty, but cleaning them up afterward was a pain in the tuchus. Hello. So, I forget sometimes that if I end up talking to my camera for more than 10 minutes, it automatically cuts me off. So that's why that last clip got cut off the way it did. I'm pretty sure I rambled with the camera for another couple of minutes, but whatever I said is lost to the winds of time. I'm at work now, and I'm going to try to edit this vlog first, get that up, and then edit the stuff I shot for tomorrow's video. And I hope you all are having a Merry Christmas. I will see you tomorrow.